Hello guys, welcome again to the channel to another video. Yeah, I have to do this daily, I have to do the challenge. It's not the best time because it's late at night, but I have to be consistent. So yeah, it's gonna be a short video. It's gonna be about tactics. So yeah, again, if you're new to the channel, I'm 2500 online. My name is Mihai, and it's my pleasure to meet you. All right, and drop me any comments, any questions you have, and let's get started. All right, and let's go. And this will be the thumbnail, I believe. It's a lesson in tactics, all right? So I'm gonna try to make it shorter and better explanatory. So I played this game against the 2450 national master, and you can see already here that I've played with black and I just took his rook. So it's gonna be about tactics, laser beam bishops, two bishops, and let's see what happens. So he opens with pawn to e4 and I play c5, the Sicilian. Back when I was 2400, I just mentioned at the beginning of the video that I'm 2500. And whenever your opponent plays the closed Sicilian, knight to c3, knight to c6, pawn to f4, controlling the center, just grabbing hold of everything, you just wanna, repulse him in some way or play on the flank because he kind of weakened this diagonal. Maybe play pawn to d6 because you will follow up knight f6 and stuff like that. Now I kind of made a mistake and I put it knight d4 over here with two exclamation marks because you basically sidestep. Your opponent wants to punch you on the right, on the right wing, and you just sidestep basically what you say, and you just make a step back or step forward, and you just kick him or whatever. You just give an uppercut. So the bishop wants to take the horse, and you just move back. So, I mean forward. You just move around. You horse around. And yeah, and you get a small plus with black, but I play knight f6, and now white gets a small plus because his center is very stable and better control overall over here. He should really play bishop to e3 ASAP, or maybe rook b1, knight a4, pawn to b3, and kind of try to squeeze these pawns over here and evacuate the strong diagonal ASAP. Because you'll see why. He didn't do that, by the way. And I played pawn to a5, not such a bad move because I'm trying to get more space. But here is a key moment you should remember: pawn to c4. If you ever get this position, because you want to kind of a sacrifice, but you get some compensation. Give a check, bring the queen over, then hit the pawn, kind of see how he defends it. The best way is knight to d2 and then pawn to d6 to prevent pawn to e5, and then you will just play down a pawn, but you have tremendous compensation because his pieces are blockaded. And yeah, and you just play against these pawns and you just hit some targets, you just like ducks, they will be like ducks. So but if he goes queen e2 to defend the pawn, you already have d5 and you're getting a better position. So that's what I wanted to share. Pawn to c4. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've gained some feedback recently that I should make the videos educational. So entertainment. I love it. I love the jokes. I love the humor. Some people have reacted very well. I mean, bunch of people, but still early days. Like the channel is still starting to grow. So yeah, can't say much. So bishop to a6 is a slow move because I allow pawn to b3 to stop pawn to c4. But now your tactical senses are tickling, so you should already at this point you should find the best move for black. So pause the video right now, drop a comment down below. This is educational. Nobody's judging you. There's no right answer. I mean, there is a right answer, but nobody's judging you. There's no criticizing. There's no hating. So go ahead and just share your thoughts, share your opinion. Maybe you win the lottery. You never know. So try to be brave. Be brave, be bold in life. Okay. So okay, let's hide this arrow. So I play knight to e4. This is the best move. The point is, I'm just giving my horse, hey, isn't this pawn defended? Check it out. So it's defended twice, but the point is, his horse was not defended, and the rook is not defended. So when he pushed the pawn, he basically just released the bomb of Chernobyl. So that's what I did, and this we get to the thumbnail with the bishops, and I just grab a rook. So now he tries to trap my bishop, which is kind of useless. He should have played bishop to e3 at least. At least hit these two targets, and like it's a double attack, and Yeah, I might play bishop to d4, but then just, or maybe I have some d5, I don't know. But yeah, bishop to d3, bishop d4, he can at the very least take and keep the bishop on the long diagonal like this, and has some compensation. You know, I might play f6 or d6, c5, something like that. Can drop the bishop back, you know, there's lots of play, but I will put the bishop over here. So for example, if he doesn't, I mean, okay, I should play pawn to d6 to not allow knight c5, and let's say like this and whatever, I don't know, and then bishop to b7 something, and then perhaps queen b6. It's a game, you know. If he goes queen c3, just pawn to f6. So yeah, so he has some compensation, but it's better than the game. In the game, he played this, and now I'll just release my bishop because I hit the horse, which is the defender of the pawn. So he takes, you know, I just remove it, and now suddenly his pawn structure is broken apart. Here I should already play bishop to b4, but queen b6 is also good to pin. And now I should really play bishop to b4. Rook f d8 is useless. So bishop to b4 basically unstabilizing the knight. If he takes like this, I take like this, and I just win a piece. And if he takes, I just take back. And in the end, I'm up the exchange. This horse is useless. I'll just bring the rooks and target this, so it's all over. I mean, I just break through. I win the pawn. I just kick away the pawn or push my pawns. I'll take this. I'll push the pawn to victory, and that's the game. So, anyway, rook f d8, rook f2, and now bishop to b4, breaking the structure over here. So he takes, and I take back with the queen. Obviously, I don't want to take with the pawn. Why? Because he will play pawn to d4 anyway, and I kind of stop the access to the attack on the b3 pawn, and you'll see that with the queen here, and after pawn to d4 you'll see that this will be a target as well soon. Bishop to c8 to remaneuver it. The bishop did its job, but you know, it wants to find work on another diagonal, especially here. I want to trade pieces. Remember, I'm up the exchange. So okay, he avoids the pin. So now rook d6 to defend this guy over here, and rook e2 just improving the position. Remember the clock, 154 to 211. Bishop to f5, pawn to g4, very aggressive, but leaving his king very open. Now he will be very happy if I drop the bishop back and he gets some breathing room, maybe queen d3 or whatever, but ain't nothing gonna happen like that. I'm just playing bishop to e4 and that's it. You'll see why. King g1 and pawn to f6 drop, just kicking away the bishop, the knight. He goes forward, but what are you doing with the horses? Just pause the video right now. It's not a hard move. You can do it. Everybody, I should have 10 comments. If there are 10 views, 10 comments. This is the easiest move for black to win the game. Make your opponent resign. Check this out over here. How do you exploit the pieces over here? This is educational, guys. Don't be afraid. Don't be fearful. Come on, drop your comments. I will help you out. I will make you improve at chess. Believe me, trust me, okay? All right, I will release the answers. I will release the solution. Okay, time is up. Thank you. So bishop to f3, that's all I did. So I was up the exchange before. Now he will be completely lost after this because I'm threatening everybody over here, and it's just over because also the pawn hangs at the end. So I mean, if he doesn't want the pawn to be, I mean, I also hit this, by the way. So king f2 in case to take like this and keep the pawn protected. By the way, I can also take here, and yeah, again a double attack. I'm also threatening to just grab a piece, you know, just win a piece. How are you going to defend the horse? So I mean, it's all in shambles. It's all slivering. So yeah, it's just done. It's just over. If he goes queen e1, I can also take, and then queen d4, and then I can take over here, for example. Just trade queens and push e5 or whatever, you know, to bring the other rook, and yeah, I mean, that's it. That's game. He should resign. He did resign. So let me save this over here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. I will cut the video soon. Make it under 10 minutes. That's the rule. So first. Okay, very quickly. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check the link down below for the quick challenge, 6 weeks challenge with me as a coach for free, completely free. Okay. Like, comment, share, do everything. Because why not? You know. And I helped you, and you know, share it with some other friends. And that's it. See you next time. Bye. Bye.